Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. It's scrap evening today and I have a little project I want to share with you. It's a tag pocket seed bag thingy. I had more seed bags than I was going to use in my garden journal. So I decided to do something different with them. And it became this. I have layered several pieces on top of a seed bag. Some embroidered textile, some embossed paper, some textured paper, a piece of blue text and this frame decoration. And instead of open it and close it with the flap that is on these bags, I decided to do it as a side pocket. So I have glued it together on the top and on the bottom, and then I did a little pocket on the side. So we have a little writing space here. And if you would like to, you have a little secret pocket also in this part that you can use for something fun. So I thought I could show you how I have done this today. So let's put this aside and start crafting. I have taken some different seed bags and I'm going to show you how I make this one. So I have just printed it out on some dyed paper. It's pieces that's left over from my eco dyeing when I put paper and put them in the frame, in the, can't talk today, the container that I cook them in. I always keep them down with papers that are not plants between, and that way I get some more paper that are colored but not printed with plants. So it's a bit darker than if you had printed it out on white paper, but I think I like it that way, so that will be working. So as we are going to use this as a pocket, we don't need this part. So I'm just going to fold this and rip it off. You can of course cut it, but I like the edge a bit rough. And I don't like the sharp corners, so let's cut them off like that. And also fold the part where I should glue it when we put it together later on. That was not straight at all. I think the actual bag wasn't done straight, so cut a little bit more off. As we are going to see this from the This is the front like that, and we are going to have part of it like this. This will be kind of like a floating pocket, and I forgot to tell you that you also have a pocket down here. Put this piece of lace there so you can put something more. So you have actually 3 pockets in this one. And if you would like to, you can put this under this one, the paper clip, and then you can put things under this too. So you can evolve it to hold more things if you would like to. So we are going to put something on this piece so it won't be so boring. You can of course print it on both sides if you would like to, but I did not do that. So I'm going to have to put another piece that's a bit more fun. Onto this piece. So let's start with that. Glue it down. It's Friday tomorrow and I have a day off from work. Yay! So I'm going to work on my garden journal a little bit more, I think, and take a long walk in the forest with Nico. I have already told him, so he's excited. Yes, I know he's a dog, but I'm talking to him and he understands me, so yes, he is excited for tomorrow, promise. Sometimes I think it's good that no one is hearing when we are having our discussions, me and Nico. We are talking a lot. We are a bit crazy, but I think that's allowed. At least if you're a poodle and living with a crazy Swedish lady. So I think that will be a nice day tomorrow. The recording is out a bit late today. I had some technical difficulties. It seems like there will be problems every weekend now. There are hackers that are giving Swedish computers a hard time. Like that, it's inked, and we have put this on the inside. As this will be glued down, you don't need to cover all of this, just the piece that we are going to see. A little bit more glue on that corner, so we don't get stuck when we put things in it. And we can do the hole for the decoration now. I have cut out enforcement rings. This is of course optional. It's just because I think it's cute to have this around the hole, and they are cut out from a little bit of sturdier paper, so kind of cardstock. File folder material, I think it was. It was also a scrap. So we are going to use these scraps, textile and pieces of paper that I have as leftovers. This is of course not a scrap, but I have done it from a scrap. And this is an embossing end cutter I have used. I can link it down below so you can find it if you would like to. And the seed bags is from the same that I use in my garden journal, so I will link that too. Chapter 1 papers. I tried to remember it, but I had to cheat and look. I don't know why I can't remember that name. So, something like that. So, on the front I have just put a little lace pocket, so let's do the same on this one. So I'm just going to cut this a bit shorter. I don't want to cover all of this up. Let's see, where should we cut? I think I took it there the last time. And this is the white antique lace that I just have eco-dyed. Put it in the same bath as my papers. So I'm just gluing the edges like this, so we get a little pocket. And if you like to, you can trim it down afterwards, but I think it doesn't matter if it peeks out a little bit. I think that's kind of nice, maybe a bit more straight. So now we have this little pocket to use. So then we will open this up, and we are going to decorate this part of the pocket. If you would like to, you can do like this and get this piece out so you can see where that it actually is a pocket. That's also optional, of course. Do as you wish. I'm going to do it so you can see how I do it as I have done it on that one. So I'm just taking my my circle punch and just taking a little bit off. So we have this little part so we can see that it's a pocket. So then we are going to put this down with a rusty little piece. I think I will take that one, it was shorter. And I have just put that through so you can move all of these aside so you can see all the different decorations. I thought that was a little different idea, so it could be a bit fun to have them movable instead of layer them with glue. So let's see. We have the piece with the decorations of embroidery. work. It's a bit difficult to rip embossed paper, so I'm making sure that the creases, and I will try to get it straight without tearing the roses too much. And I want this piece that is a bit rough on the edges on both sides. Just giving it a little bit of ink, distress ink, or was on my way to say embossing. So then I'm thinking I need to have some darker background for this, and I'm going to take off a little piece so it's not so wide. And I'm just ripping the edge so it's not look so neat. And crumble it a bit. And then I'm going to glue it down on this darker piece of paper. It's a thin paper, something between copy paper and tissue paper. You use it when you are moving, so, and you need to pack your things, your porcelain and plates, to keep them whole while you are traveling. We was helping a lady at work to move, and she was going to throw all her paper away when she had packed everything up again in the cupboards. So I asked if I could have it. She looked a bit funny at me, but she said yes, of course. She didn't know that I am a journaler, paper crafter, so she maybe thought I was a bit crazy. That wanted old paper that was trashed. So something like that, I think. And then we need something with a bit of color. I think I will go with this one. It's the same that we have on the other side, piece of that one. Just so we get a little bit of color on top of this. I would have liked to have a piece of antique book paper, maybe, on that light piece. Could that be nice? I think I want this one. to get the piece with the number. Layering and layering. That's an art in itself. It's a bit tricky, but suddenly you get it. How to layer to get it perfect. That way. Let's see how this looks. I think I want to have the embroidery on that side. And then this one. And that one. Something like that. That's cute. Didn't like that it covered all of the blue. Maybe we should do something different. Put that down first. Let it peek out instead. Then I'm thinking we maybe should have had something more. This one instead with some decoration. If we decide that we need to put that behind, maybe a button. No, I think we need to have this anyway. I can't decide. It was kind of cute, that too. Let's put these together first so then it's easier to see. Thought we could put that a little bit further down and then put this on top of it. Just glue it. Maybe we don't need to put it on top, we can put it on the side. Let's try that. Make a little hole here instead. Move it a little bit. It's a bit late in Sweden now, so I feel that I can't really think. But that's better. Now we can see the text and we can see the blue. So maybe this will be the solution. I think so. It will pick up a little bit, so that's actually nice. So let's put the bread down. This is a bit rusty and rustic, so as we are using this as a pocket, I'm just going to put a piece of paper on top of it so it won't get stuck when we put something in. You won't see that, so you don't need anything fancy. Just so that we cover that, so why not? And what's next? Put it together. Maybe we should put some label or something on that side. It's a little bit boring. Thinking that it could need something more. We can, of course, put something in the little pocket, but in case that isn't something we want to do, we can have a little extra decoration. I think I want it a little off, not so straight. And the same on this one. A little big. And a little bit of dark ink on the edges. Mm-hmm. No, totally wrong color. So let's put it together. So I'm just gluing the top part like that. And then we have this little folding down here. And then we are putting it together. Glue it down properly. And we have our little pocket. So we need to have a piece as a writing space inside this. And then just check so it's have a place. And a piece of text decoration on top of that. So then we have writing space on one side and decoration on one. So it's kind of like a journaling card. This time I'm just gluing it down so it will not be any pocket on this one. We can't have secrets pocket on every one, then it's not a secret pocket. And let's use a little piece of this antique textile. And glue that down. And you can of course put this how far out you want. If you don't want it to peek out as much as this, you can just glue it further into the piece. So that's totally up to you how far you want to have it. And then we can put this in like this. Cute from the back and cute from the front. So we need a bit of gold, I think. So let's see what we should add. Maybe we can take the textile decoration first. Do the bow in case we can't move it later on because of the gold. So should we go with the blue or should we go with the beige goldish tone? You have to yell a bit louder so I can hear you. Decisions. I kind of like both of them. Let's be bold and take the blue. Just going to burn the edges a little bit so it won't rip. I have dyed this also a little bit with some rust, I think it is. Okay, that ripped right away. Should we do the bow or should we just leave it? I think we need to try. That's cute. And the rusty paper clip. It's a bit fragile, so I have to be careful. I put this on. Don't want to break that. I think I will put something on the back so we can use it as we want. I have some coffee dyed paper. So I think we just will give it some strength. We need to be able to play with it a bit, so see this anyway. So let's move this back. This one can be a bit, maybe not so straight. That's better. Not so fragile. Moving it a bit so we get some rusty color there. Like that. And the gold. So let's do the outer edge of the frame this time. Concentrated. Bit on the flowers. Spread that a little bit so. Something like that. And let's frame that. Okay guys, we have a couple of things. Seed bag tag pocket something. We need to come up with a better name for them. That wasn't so fun with my name. So I hope you will get your scraps and give this a try. It was really fun and it's useful. It don't take up so much space and you still have a beautiful decoration for your journal. You can also do the same thing if someone is having a birthday. Maybe put in a greeting card and do a bit more fun tag for the flowers or the gift. So have a nice weekend. I will be back on Tuesday. I hope I can make the garden journal almost finished this weekend, so I will record it and you can see that next week. Thank you so much, and if you liked that you have seen, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, I would really appreciate that. So I will link the name of the paper and the die in the description box. If you have any questions, please let me know. Write it down below or send me an email and I will try to answer your questions. So see you soon again. Until next time, bye bye from Sweden.